From the time I was a child, I've loved painting, drawing, and cartooning, but I've always felt really limited to working in a 2D space. So as I got older, I started working with 3D art design, which led our team to create digital art. For those of you who don't know what augmented reality is, it is an interactive experience of enhanced computer-generated objects that have the ability to reside in the real world. This means instead of an artist painting a field on a canvas, they can work on a 3D interactive space where art lovers can now walk around the field and interact with objects that they put in, such as animals. So now that artists can break through the 2D barrier, there's no way to monetize it since artists don't have a platform to sell their art on. And we realize that this is a problem of there being a disconnect between the digital artists and art lovers. Because even if artists can use digital art, users aren't able to experience this. And therefore, our artists are really struggling. Therefore, we wanted to bridge this gap by building a new age art gallery for digital art. We have the ability to transform a completely empty room into a gallery full of interactive art pieces based on the user's preferences using our machine learning algorithm. This means that people no longer have to travel around the world to see artists' work or all the way to the British Museum to see the Rosetta Stone. They can see art and artifacts from the comfort of their own city. There are already 7 million artists using mixed reality and 3D software to design and create art. And to add to this, there are 850 million visits to American museums per year. And with this enormous market in mind, our team decided to create digital art to fix this disconnect.
AR applications have historically struggled with the computational needs and the model latency, which has always broken down the experience. Recent advancements in 5G technologies have helped us overcome these problems. Edge computing allows us to run our heavy machine learning algorithms to map a user's environment and start the AR application. We can observe various user reactions and trends such as their feedback, time spent looking at each art piece, and even potentially their emotions. By doing so, we allow our recommendation algorithm to analyze all this data and display a curated art experience for every single user. Further, the low latency and high speeds of 5G allow us to stream the digital art model in real time, as opposed to storing it on each device, which further augments the user experience. Thus, by combining all these aspects, we were able to build our art gallery MVP. As you can see, this completely utilizes all the spatial freedom that augmented reality gives us, and we're able to build a personalized experience for every single user. How do we build this? We created an AR application on the HoloLens and connected it to our AWS server. This server also hosted our database full of digital art and our recommendation machine learning model. This architecture allowed us to build a curated digital art gallery for everyone. But then the COVID pandemic hit. And this gave us some time to take a step back and realize that our architecture has the potential of helping other developers develop some amazing AR applications for remote education, training, and even healthcare. Therefore, over the last 2 weeks, we have been documenting and releasing our code base as open source to allow other developers to start developing augmented reality applications on our existing architecture. We hope that this platform will help usher in a new wave of AR applications powered by 5G to help with the COVID response currently. Further, after the COVID pandemic has passed, we hope that this platform will help find the killer 5G powered AR applications that will push for large-scale 5G adoption in the commercial industry. We were able to do all of this under the innovation engineering framework of this class, and I would like to hand it to my teammate Bogdan now to tell you more about our journey.
So how did we get here? Our passion for working in the art space drove us to initially attempt building an online auction site, but we soon realized that our potential customers really valued the experience of actually attending an exhibit. So we continued to learn and explore, and we iterated on the idea of digitizing an art gallery for casual users. But once again, we received the same feedback that actually attending an exhibit is a major part of the experience customers are looking for. When we figured out that the digital art sector is up and coming in the art industry as a whole, and that traditional museums are attempting but struggling to meet the increased demand for digital art, mainly due to existing limitations and old ways of running a physical museum. We learned that there is an enormous market for digital art, and we decided to create the first digital art museum utilizing AR, 5G, and AI in such a way as to create an immersive, personalized experience. When the world was hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, we took a step back and we realized that there's vast potential for applications powered by AR products in the 5G space in industries such as industrial training, training doctors, laboratory classes, and many others. Therefore, we decided to document and release the latest version of our code as open source so that anyone can take advantage of what we built so far and create other amazing applications that have the potential to improve the current pandemic situation. Our current focus is to finish creating a platform for developers to use for 5G powered applications to help with the COVID response. After the pandemic, we will reevaluate the market potential for this AWS type platform for AR applications and the digital art gallery, and then we will pursue the one with more potential.